We do not have a lot in there. There is enough in there to do today, but there is not a lot in the Monster Hunter wheel at all at the current moment in time. That's gonna be a frontier. Perfect hunts? I don't know about perfect hunts. You wanted to redeem something as of yesterday? Was it Sappy, if it's available? Since we talked about World yesterday, I think. Good point, but no. Oh, okay. Oh. Put me in a fucking return world. Why are you still asking me this? Christ. Looking forward to a multi though still, when a World Collectus arrives. Probably after the 3U run. I might do the Insect Glaive one. Get me out of the shitty return world. I am gonna preemptively say that it does not include the fucking siege event weaponry. I am not getting a Kulftaroth weapon and all of the Sappy weapons in order to constitute that run being complete. That would be bullshit. Just get one of both? No. Kulv Siege is dog shit. I don't want to do that thing. It's so fucking boring. That thing is atrocious. Oh, Bracky! It's been years since I've seen that name. Yeah, just out. Not shout out, just out. Your deepest secrets, Bracky, tell them to me. Hey, Bracky, how are you? It's been a hot moment. How's it bloody going? How's it bloody going? Oh no. Now I have to out myself with my inability to say names. Well, hello, King Ditto and Raven. Those two are easy. I can do those. You have Rue? Rue? It might all just be silent. That looks Frenchy. Came here for free ultimate, left early because it's not free ultimate. Yeah, you've been betrayed. Unfortunately, it was the exact switchover mark. Exact switchover mark. Equip this. This. Do this here. I need thunder resistance, which should be the only one I can get. I have, oh yeah, 69 thunder resistance. Nice. Speaking of Bracky, you have Raging Bracky and well to do. Ah, that quest is so good. The only problem with that quest is that they set the stakes so high for what returning monsters that are meant to be like a bit more special should be from older games. And then they couldn't keep up to their own standards. Because damn, that quest was good. So good. We love some Frontier. Frontier's good. What were you up to, Bracky? What were you streaming? This ain't where I thought I was gonna be. This isn't where I thought I was gonna be at all. He was on Wilds, grinding for some tails. Nice. The best thing, it's 2026, we're still making themeless Kazu jokes, eh? We're still going? Do you have a lot left to do in Wilds, Berkey? Is this the Vor attack? Yes. Yes, this is the Vor attack. That does not exist in Zenith 1, so I've never seen it before. Literally just farming talisman, do another random quest. Fair enough. Might as well, might as well. Not really much left to do. It's been out for a wee bit at this point. It's been out for over a year, right? So, it does make sense. And title updates have been done for a few months as well. Hopefully the expansion is announced for next year and not 2026. 2027, sorry. 2028 even, oh my god. Names. Numbers. Just think about dabbling in some more old gen. I think the old gen games are still bloody amazing. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I'm alive. Funny to you, they decided to not give one monster a theme. I don't know the validity of the truth of it, but isn't the point that he doesn't spot you because he's blind, and the way that the music played in Monster Hunter 1 was so intrinsically tied to the monster spotting you? That's what caused the music to play. So because he never spots you, the music never played. Or some shenaniganry? I don't know. It's one of those things that I've had said a million times, and I'm like, it's source needed, you know? Citation required. The health bar is so long. It's only 150 health. It's less health than you would have in World. It's just it covers the whole screen. I like it. I think it's so much nicer. Oh, you do a... yeah. Is it just impossible to not roll for you before 12? You'll maybe be happy to know that I basically made no forward progress, though, N10. I killed Rathian, that's the only new thing I did. Oh, I killed Giganox as well. In the pint-sized pouch run. I'm dead. Gore is also blind. Yeah, well, they fixed the like bug, as it were, by 2nd gen. But then I think at that point it was like already iconic that Kazu just didn't have a theme, so they just left him without a theme, right? To keep the trend going, as it were. This quest is going to be really difficult. I can't be too close to his head or the front of him because then I risk getting vored. And going behind him, if he does that back attack, insta-paralyzes me and basically confirms that I'm dead. But also I need that head break. Like, I need the head break to be able to build the equipment I want to build. Which is the upgrade to the next piece of Zenith equipment. It's this way. We just have to learn the timing, I guess. But it sucks. It's so punishing. When every time you fail the timing, you just straight up die. I don't know. Just deal with it, I suppose. It's Zeniths. Zeniths sure are here. Retire? Not only the quest, but your entire career, they just delete your save file. That's the attack, I think. Still getting hit by that. Okay. Bonk. He's gonna have basically twice the hit points of the previous one as well. Because that seems to be the way that Zenith health scales. For each number they get twice as strong as the previous number. But I need to remember this isn't just going to be a stupidly simple, quick head break. It's going to be a bit of an endurance as well here. This monster reminds you of Kazu. This is Kazu. It's just Frontier's wonky thing. Frontier has like a similar like status effect like you would expect for like Tempered, Arc Tempered, Apex, Anomaly, all that stuff. Except it's called Zenith. And what it does is it gives the monster, I think the lore reason for it is basically one of the parts grew up mutated on each of the monsters. So for Kezu, it's his head is mutated. And because of that, they have like massively different movesets and have tons of health and tons of damage and stuff. But usually a lot of their power... Oh, I'm just dead. A lot of their power is locked into their Zenith part. So if I was to break his head here, he would either straight up lose, or a lot of his thunder attacks would cripple him, basically. He's got one where he like does the lightning backwards and then does the explosion, big AoE explosion forwards. He can still do the big AoE explosion, but it causes him to like backflip and be knocked onto the floor for, I don't know, like 5 seconds or something. So you can just do damage for free. They also have Zenith Blight. Which are a mechanic that definitely exists. You need 55 resistance to resist a Zenith Blight. If you don't resist it, they are devastating. Oh no, they each do a different thing. Fire permanently reduces your maximum hit points. I'm just dead again. So you have to take a max potion to put your health back up again. It ticks your max health down. Water is functionally just Water Blight, except it's intensely strong. It's probably the least impactful one, to be honest. Thunder... The first time you get hit by it does nothing. You just get Zenith Thunder Blight. The second time you get hit by it, you have a heart attack and die. You just die. If you're in multi, someone, if they can get to you within like 5 seconds or so, can hit you in the chest and bring you back to life. But otherwise, you're just done. Like in solo, it's just death. If you get hit by 2 thunder attacks. Ice freezes you in spot for, I think, around about 10 seconds or so. You can't do anything. It happens once your stamina runs out. Monster attacks will not knock you out of being frozen, either. Dragon Blight makes it so you are completely unable to heal by any means at all. Life powders from other people, your own potions, vampirism, you can't heal. They are rough. Like sounds devastating, it is. Especially since they last for like 3 minutes. It's terrible. You like the style of the older games? You've never played them. They're kind of hard to play at this point. But I think they're definitely worth it. It's a very different experience to the newer games. But they're so fun. They're so very fun. Which sometimes censors the word bread. Like you do. You wouldn't want people to have that tasty cooked grain. That would be illegal. Is hitting you in the chest an extra animation? Yes. I think they like lean down and just thump you. In that way that people do in movies to bring people's hearts back. Which doesn't work, like, at all. Never has, never will. Any tips for Raging Brachian World beside basics like anti-blast? It can be good to bring some evasion distance up. Because a lot of his attacks kind of slime in a line, right? So if you get evade distance up, you can normally dodge in a not perfect way and still get out of the actual attack that would otherwise be a problem. So that's a good skill to bring. Other than that, I don't think anything in particular. Just try and be cognizant of that while you're fighting him. It's hard to do in the moment to think about the fact that his attacks are going to work like that, but they do. Evade Extender, yeah. I think Evade Extender is very helpful in that fight. Depends a lot on the weapon you're using though, right? Combinable traps can be good because he moves so much, yeah. If you become reliant on them, it's a problem though, right? For the last area. If you're playing dualies, then Evade Extender's a big one. Is it Zenith? It definitely is. Hello, Belas. Hello, Summers. Welcome. Welcome to the both of yous. Just getting digested by the flesh tunnel, yep. That attack is so quick as well, by the way. It's an insta-kill, and it's so quick. What are the chances for Divine Blessing? I actually have no idea. I want to say 30%, but I have nothing that validates that that's true. Well, that's just kind of shit. Wiki says it's 25%, but 40 at level 5 with the secret. Which does make sense. I think that does say that it makes it proc more often. If you look at the description of it. Like, that's the one-shot attack. What he just did right there, that's the one-shot. That thing. That's all of the time you have. And he can spam, as you just saw, 3 times in a row. You assume there's Zenith Elder Dragons? Yeah, there is. Ruko Dioria, Harado Megadu. These are both Frontier exclusive monsters. I don't think any of the common trio are Zenith at all. You'd never sit in front of that thing then? Well, this is the thing. I have a piece of Kezu armor. To upgrade the Kezu armor, you have to get the Zenith part break. Guess what his Zenith part is? It's his fucking face. Blades is always good to slot in if you've got room for it. Oh, Divine Blessing. Yeah, I suppose. I think there's other better skills personally, but that I would take that are like, what do you call it, skills? Luxury? I don't know what you want to call them. Might go in a mix of Brachia and Kushala for raging. Oh, armor-wise? Oh, if you're playing Dual Blades, make sure you take the correct element as well. I assume you're already doing that, but it's always worth saying, just in case. Was he getting crippled by breaking the Zenith part? A lot of his lightning attacks just either get removed or super, super weakened. Take what for Dual Blades? The correct element that he's weak to. What the fuck is this Kazu doing? The correct element is raw, not for dual blades, it's not mace. I'm not exactly sure what he's weak to. I think it's the same weaknesses as normal Bracky, so ice/water. That way you're doing so much more damage to him, right? Dual blades don't do much individual damage per hit. I'm dead. That's the quest. I got bored 3 times in a row. Yeah, dual blades has really bad individual hits in terms of raw damage. The motion value is kind of dog on them. But for elemental attacks, because they attack so quickly, they do pretty damn good elemental damage. Raka! It's almost 4 whole years. What? How many months in a year over there? Thank you very much, Tracker. 4 friggin' years is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I appreciate it. Ice seems better from what you've heard. Water nulls the blast more. I don't personally know if there is any truth in that at all. There might be, but at least from my own sake, I don't think there's difference at all between elements and how quickly it gets rid of Bracky's stuff. I think that's a bit of a like old wives' tale, but I don't know. Ice will also be good for Furious Brajang. That's very true. Ice is amazing for Brajang. Screw RuneScape, hello EverQuest. The progenitor, huh? In what game? World. It's what this I was playing. Iceborne specifically, obviously. Unironically, I might just never upgrade this Kazu armor, because this attack is so unfun to deal with. With how quickly it comes out. And the fact that you have to run all the way back up this goddamn mountain every time. I genuinely might just not upgrade this armor. I'm gonna have to build another armor set anyway. Are you strong enough to start a new world save? Are you strong enough to start one? Probably. Will you get anywhere with it? Welcome back. I don't think Brew Tigrex is particularly hard, to be honest, but that might be a opinions may vary thing. You launched it the other day and spent half an hour just staring at the title screen listening to the little jingle. I mean, if you're having fun, does it matter? To that point? You need to upgrade your armor. It doesn't seem like it's much more defense. It adds up. It's definitely the easiest one in the series, yeah, but... I'm trying to compare it to normal Tigrex, in-world specifically. I don't know if it's easier than normal Tiggy. It might be, to be honest, other than the fact that it's got higher damage value. $24 doesn't seem that much of an increase. But that's only one level of upgrades, right? Or would that max them all out? That's from one piece. That's a lot of armor from one armor piece. Think about... It's the threshold that's important, right? If you survive on one hit point because of 24 armor, it doesn't matter that you had 1 more defense or 100 more defense. The important thing is that you met the threshold to survive with 1 hit point. You know? Instead of 2 attacks killing you, it might take 3 attacks to kill you. Defense is always, always worth it. Might be the difference between surviving a what do you call it, and not blast blight attack, although you have blight resistance, but some Hollow Knight. Oh yeah. Enjoy. Hollow Knight's fantastic. Yeah, Temporal is busted. With all of that, it's probably just a matter of like learning movesets, right? You seem pretty well kitted for it, so you just gotta learn how to do the fight. Especially if you've got Frostfang weaponry, you'll be A-okay. You heard defense is worth it? Yeah? Defense is always worth it. Who's spreading pro-defense propaganda? The person who can finish quests without carting it twice in every quest base, that's who. The person who finishes the quest with not 20 potions and 5 maxes used. You're chug maxing? You're wasting resources is what you're doing. Precious, precious resources. Precious resources. I need to hoard 1,000 honey in my box. Not use it. Ooh, that's good. I got it. Oh, roundy, roundy. One must dance with the kazoo to kill the kazoo. At least that's easy to get. Just go kill like a single enemy. It's annoying though. Sucked in by the stream spell, he heals himself. Oh no, it's a it's a visual effect to show that one of my skills has run out. I think it's called Point Breakthrough. I can't remember exactly. Basically, it's if you consistently attack one part over a period of time, it gets wounded, kind of like, I guess think of Clutch Claw-ish. His head's broken. And then whenever the like healing animation goes off, it's because you either attacked different bits for too long, or it just like healed over time. Basically. He's not actually getting any health back. Thankfully. What are we calling a healing animation? The on-point breakthrough. When the monster heals from the like temporary wound, they get a big green flash that looks like they've been life powdered or something. It looks like they've been healed. Which they have, but not in like a hit point way, right? How much you use Point Breakthrough? I'm only using it because it comes with the deco, basically. Going through all of Hollow Knight with base health isn't such a good idea. Mass upgrades are very useful. Especially if you get to some of the harder stuff, right? Done still 100%, so maybe you could. You probably then. That's the type of thing that breaking his head does right there, where he just did that flinch instead of actually like doing his attack probably. He'll do it again now, I think. Oh wait, no, that was the AoE, never mind. The multiplayer support off for this game? This game is entirely ran on private servers at this point. So you can play multiplayer on it. You can play with other people, but there isn't any like official servers for it. Frontier would shut down in whenever the bloody hell it was. Like 2018, 2019 or something. It's basically an MMO. It's a Monster Hunter MMO, so it's always online. Just hoping for him to stop one-hitting? No, he still does that. The thing when you've broken his head is you don't need to be near his face anymore. So we can't nom ya. More looks about as free as it comes, yeah. Push it in, HK. He's gonna go this way. I'm doing it, I'm doing the thing, I am. I stand by my point though, I don't know if I can be asked to fight this guy. I don't know if I want to farm this fight when he has that one shot when it's so quick. It also feels a lot like Gen 2, Kezu, where you spend most of the quest waiting for it to area transition compared to how much time you actually spend fighting it. Technically it is Gen 2 Kezu, but it's not, because it's a Xena. Ooh. Anything after high rank in this game is not Gen 2. Up to high rank, I could begrudgingly accept. Some of them, like, definitely are not even then still, but if it's past high rank, it is not Gen 2. Gen 2 monsters could never. Then we can't say the second gen Switch Axe? Good. There isn't a third gen Switch Axe as far as I'm concerned. I'm glad they added that weapon, but it is ass in Gen 3. It feels like a Gen 2 weapon in Gen 3. There isn't a switch axe in this game anyway. There's switch axe F. There is no switch axe. I mean, it does do that in this game. I'm dead. Was that the quest? No. I like that he circle rolls when he eats you. It's just very funny to me. Trying to one-up switch axe? Magnet spike. I don't even play it, but magnet spike. That thing is egregious. It should not exist. Compared to compare any extreme style in this game to mainline though, Danny, right? Like, that's not a fair comparison, right? I don't think anything in mainline can compare to front. Like, look at this sword and shield. This is an iframe attack. I can spam it this quickly. Nothing in mainline can compare to that. Nothing in mainline stands a chance. That's one move. Frontier is designed to be absurd to the extreme, right? So it makes perfect sense that nothing in mainline would compare to any of them. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can have sword beams with the sigils, are they called? Right, are you... No, the fact that you're flying this way means you're going down here. And we're just area transitioning over and 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 over again at this point. Because it's Kazu. Yeah, perfect rush. I unironically think the closer and closer that mainline has got in terms of moveset capacity to this game, the worse and worse it's got anyway, so I would not say it's a good thing to be able to even slightly compare any of them. Perfect Rush was a mistake. Perfect Rush was a mistake. I actually like the idea of Perfect Rush. Perfect Rush's motion values were a mistake. I actually like Perfect Rush existing. It's nice for Sword and Shield to have something where they can actually, like, punish downs properly, I think. Concept was nice, but it developed for spamming, yeah. That's why I said the motion values are a mistake. Or like the speed at which the animation works is probably the issue there rather than the motion values. Actually. Try and get a monster hunter player to not spam the attack that does the most amount of damage that I like. Zero-sum discharge. Am I down to white shamans? I don't know. I can never tell in this game. No, I was on Sky Blue. It's so hard to tell the difference. I don't know if I want to do another one of those, to be honest. That was not particularly enjoyable. The hours up? Yeah, but I mean for the sake of farming the equipment. There's still 2 more hours working there. And considering we've only got 4 things in the queue right now, it will be being played again. Guaranteed. Today, even. I need some activities magpie is green. Thank you. should put it back in the list, really. Should have copy pasted it and put another one in there and then just re-added it. Okay, to the wheel. What are we doing for the next hour? We got more crab, GU, 3U multi, awesome, frontier, which it can't be. I should have removed them really, but whatever. God damn it, you just had to do that, didn't you? Now I've got to actually do the thing. Free U multi, which is what it was looking like it was going to land on anyway. So there we go. It's down to nothing. There's nothing in there. Oh shit, Hugster. Yeah, I'm here. Been here for the last 2 hours. How many free U challenge runs can you add? I mean, you can have a maximum of 5 at any one point in time, so 5. Monster Hunter free ulti. That's added. This. I mean, it's also dependent on if it gets to the point where you're the only thing in there, Mace. Because if you're the only thing in there, then it's just that over and over again. So it's impossible to tell you. Kind of. Okay, French fad number 2 for G rank multi, if people want to join in on that. Here. We'll see if Rote's paying attention. I'll pull up me crown's wheel. Roll it a few times to see if there's anything I can go for. Baleful Giganox. Jade Baroth, which I actually need both, big and small. And then a loss. Hello, the fish. A lot of the fans to pass elementary literature.
New donation from I Wonder Who. 3U challenge run, no multi allowed when I'm at work.
Thank you, Ace. 4 of them. Thank you very much. Let me get those popped in now before I forget, since we don't have anyone in the lobby yet anyway. Free challenge run, make that white, copy. Free. Puts that up to a nice round 2 hours as well. What is Bale for week 2? Water. Super Bracky off the list? I never had Super Bracky on the list, I don't think. Depending on what you mean. Event quest Bracky? I've never done it. That's not true. I've done the quest. Like, I've attempted the quest. I've never succeeded it. I have no desire to do the quest at all. It seems miserably difficult for the sake of being miserably difficult. Okay, I'll just do a Baleful by itself then, because I don't have the multi-Baleful. Why do I have a sword? No, I do have a dual blade scope right now. It's just that they look like a sword and a shield from your back. I always get confused with that one. Anything I want here? I don't think so. I think I'm fine. I must admit, I did myself drop the 3rd season of Jujutsu Kaisen after a few episodes. Although it wasn't anything to do with literary, it's more the visuals that bothered me. What I felt like was an entirely drastic shift in the cinematography. And I just didn't really like it. No one's in multi with me? Nope. That's fine. I'll just do some crown hunting by myself. It's not my it's not my fault if the 3U multi-redeem doesn't have any multiplayer. Super event Bracky might be painful. Still better than staying in Alatrail's complete Skypiercer vibes. That's a very easy way to get around that one. Just don't give a shit about any of the Alatrail rewards. Right? Which I don't. So don't have to worry about Alatrail either. Whee! Safe. I think I'd rather do Alatrail than Super Bracky, to be honest. The fight's more fun than just, oh, I got one shot. Oh, I'll do one shot again. Although Alatrail does come with the sound bug, and that's icky. Not going for the horns, then it's acceptable. Yeah, if you're specifically trying to farm the Skypiercers, but As bad as it sounds, like, just don't. They're not really worth it for anything, I don't feel. Not comparative to the amount of, like, painful effort you have to put in for it, right? If you know I'd be alone, you would have joined on this fight. You'd be upside with the next quest. I mean, you don't have to join if you don't want to. If you were playing other stuff. Should keep playing other stuff in that case, right? You want a duo hunt specifically, right? Fair. Yeah, you don't like the quads, do you? Because they everything dies too quickly. Everything just gets fucking destroyed. Other than Alatreon. You kinda gotta go on Alatreon with 4 people. Unless you want to take it for 40 minutes. An ad, bro? It's not even a real ad, it's them saying there's an ad? Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't be another ad. They should run on the 15-minute mark, so. Oh no, it was about the 15-minute mark, so. That would have been right. I really need to adjust those so they actually run at quarter past the hour. Welcome back. Dumb idea. Yuda was testing that the smoke bomb trick can be used. I don't know what that would be in the old games. Other than just like forcing them to land. This looks like a flat Kazu. It basically is. The baseline monster of the species, which is Giganox instead of baleful Giganox, which is what this one is poison based, so it's more like its own little cave predator monster. Even though it shares the like white coloration and stuff, that just makes sense considering it lives in the tundra and in the caves, right? But the subspecies being paralysis kind of does make him just kinda Kazu. Except it's just power, not thunder. I don't really know what they were thinking with that one, to be honest. still viable, you get room to sharpen. That's nice. I don't know what the trick would be there though. Unless you just mean using smoke bombs. Get my sharpen up, so this is fine. Oh, it might even dodge as well. Nice. How do they identify their babies? If they grab onto you, if you have to grab onto them, I guess. Yeah, sure. I'm not particularly fussed about farming for the crowns anyway. It's gonna take a million years regardless, right? We can do that. We can do that. At least I can't eat you in a one-shot. Normal kids who can't do that either. It's just fucking the frontier. Apparently specifically a Zenith 2 thing. As well. This is where we start adding one-shots. Straight up one-shots, not one-shot combos. Although... is that a combo? No, I think that's a one-shot. Dora has it in Zenith 1. Do-rag. Z1 can, but only from the ceiling. Z2 with its more ways to one-shot then, I suppose. I don't know. Well, he rolled twice, so I'm not stopping that, am I? Said Ruka is your favourite to fight solo? Everyone else runs away. I really did not like Ruko's one shot. That really annoyed me. Combined with the already, like, 2 one-shot combos it's got, just, Although the other one doesn't one-shot anymore, actually. If I'm full health. Now I've got enough defense. The spinny one. Spinny uppy. It's just the big circle that one-shots now. And the beam. What's the hardest one? I imagine that's like probably purely personal preference. And depends on a lot of factors, like do you have the resistances and whatnot and stuff like that. Because if you don't have like Zenith Thunderblight, any of the Thunder ones are a nightmare. The rock? God damn it, Edson. I mean, how did the Omega is made of like hardened mercury, right? I don't know what the... I don't know if mercury is actually quite brittle when it's solid, I have no idea. Can mercury be solid? I don't... no idea. Anything can be solid, it just needs to be cold enough. Well, there's some things that the effort involved would be like non-reasonable to reproduce, right? In a real existence. What Quicksilver? Quicksilver is just the old name for Mercury, right? Don't give me the fucking AI overview, sod off. How many Zenith Elders are there? I don't think there's that many Zenith Elders compared to Zeniths in general. Negative 39? That's not terribly too cold then. Like it is for a human being, but... I don't think them being Elder Dragons or not is necessarily very relevant to Zeniths. To be honest. The Forge only was called Mr. Basic. That's a good name, I like that name. I mean, you could get sleep resistance, right? I don't know if that's a thing you can do or not. Can you get sleep resistances against the Zenith monsters? Like, ailments resistances against the Zenith monsters? Or not? Does that not work for them? This fucking guy. Can you? Yes, but it's not practical. Like you'd have to build a whole armor set just to get that one resistance sort of thing. Zenith status resistance makes it weaker. Oh, it doesn't just get rid of it. but that's dumb. Silverloss looks cool. He does. Yeah, elements get counted by 55. Ailments, you just get screwed. Basically. Wow, this Rapaloss has been particularly annoying, huh? Say not practical. I would just say the answer to that is no, to be honest. I don't know if I ever tried Inagami or not. I know I tried Hypnog. I was just like, not doing it. Sleep resistance gives you, allows you, at least it allows you to have some way to counter it, I suppose, but that's still kind of terrible. I don't know what I want my, like, ultimate goal to be in Frontier. Because I think I've realized at this point that I'm probably never going to kill a Z4. That shit's just too hard. And you're gonna need a meta set. That I don't want to build. And I just... Tonight, mate, you know. See you, Ditto, have a good time. Enjoy whatever you get up to. Have a good day. Who's it, you? You do. Get the hip checks, deal the snots. The snots are so annoying. The snots are so annoying. We've officially spent 83 days in Deep Rock Galactic. The 2,000 hour mark. That's a lot of time. And also absolutely horrifying to think how much time that I spent in League when I was younger. Jesus Christ. I have that much time in EU4, basically, I think. I think I'm close to 2,000 hours in EU4. Played that game so much. Oh my god. What should I got? Yep, 2,115. Got like 130 in Brighter Shores. Jesus Christ. I played some Brighter Shores Assorted actually. I was double gowering. That's what I was doing. Oh yeah? Yeah, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I wanted to play RuneScape, Poker Rogue, and OSRS, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I eventually decided to launch Poker Rogue, and then immediately on the selection title screen where you pick your mons, I was like, I can't be asked to do this. So, I decided to play both Brighter Shores and OSRS instead. I was mining in OSRS and I was making potions and gathering in Brighter Shores. I've been buying all my potion ingredients, then I sort of realized like, oh shit, I need to make all of these potions anyway, and then gathering requires even more levels. What's it gonna be? Jade Baroth. That's not what I want. That does look sick though, that's a sick hammer. N10 skips his quest. Technically N10 gives his quests to me, but N10 skips. Does anyone have the multi-Jade Baroth quest? In one star? In a Zenith status that is helpful is paralysis. How is it helpful? It's not. I can't even remember who's in the fucking list, to be honest, of Zenith monsters. Frontier. Who even does it? Getting yelled at? Do you not have Zenith earplugs for that? It's only Vashimu? Oh, okay. I mean, isn't crystallization the problem there anyway? This guy looks pretty big. Yes, yes it is. Is crystallization a Zenith thing as well? Or can you get normal crystallization resistance? You can just get normal. That's good at least. That's not terribly too hard to get in, I imagine. Is there a Poogie charm thing, whatever you want to call it, for crystallization that gives you the skill straight up? Cuff? That's what they're called. No skill cuff is that strong? I mean, there's ones that straight up give you the Zenith skills. Obviously you need the base skill in the first place, but like... them giving you crystallization resistance plus 10 or whatever you would need doesn't seem as powerful as being able to get like Zenith earplugs or something for free, basically. It's because Zenith skills are fair and balanced. I see. I'm sure there's just a decoration somewhere that gives plus 10 anyway. Thank you, Eugene. The deco's plus 5. The 3 of those then is not terribly too hard to get slotted in, right? For some reason I thought you needed 15 to get the full skill. For a moment there, even though I've been saying plus 10 this entire time. The skill cups, do the skill cups have slots? Or not? Can you put normal decos in those slots? Because then you could just do it like that anyway. You can't? Okay. N10 run in this area, turns around, runs back out. Jade Baroff runs in the area. Just to make N10 feel like he's crazy. Only cuffs can go in the cuff slot stag. But I solved it. There are cuffs that use 0, but you can't have more than 2 cuffs. Is there a crystallization resistance cuff that conveniently gives +5 and has 0 slot requirement? No? God damn it. These things balance so weird. The only 0 slot ones are the hidden ones. Ugh. Revolting. Hidden? No, it's hidden because I don't want to fucking look at it. So it's hidden from my goddamn sight. Same as the diva. Whatever the hell an elemental crystal does. Ow. Isn't that the point of any of them, is to get the flat percentage attack, really? The other things are just like nice add-ons that you get some advantage from. At least as far as the way that people view Frontier anyway. There's just damage to be solved. Some of them are game changers. Oh, okay. And stuff like that is why I'm never gonna kill Zenpors, because I can't be asked to fuck around with all that shit. Elemental crystals Override elemental of your weapon for 30 hits. Is it they just make it a different element? Unless you're in road or something, at which point you couldn't even take them with you, that just sounds fucking awful. Just take the right element on the quest in the first place, no? Unless you, like, specifically want to get the freeze benefit off or something. There is crystals in the road shop. That'd be, like, the only time I can see at any point in using it, right? Hunting Road Ice is the meta? No, Hunting Road Magnet Spike's the meta. No? You just pin it and then never take the pin attack and just let everyone kill it for like the full time until the last moment. Then you take your pin attack and then it falls over anyway, and then a different Magnet Spike does the pin attack. Why would you ever give a shit about Transcendence? Or is that not how that works? Your quest, Eugene. If you were going to Sword and Shield Road seriously, you'd use the Tower Sword and Shield with Ice Power. Hello, Ensign. Wow. Man runs up, starts punching me. Galatine? Galatine? The hell is that? The magnet pin has a status, so it's build up after each pin. Okay. Sand barrier off cap and head. And tail. Now you're just asking too much. Wouldn't you just take the same thing but magnet spikes though? If you were really going like road meta? Or is that not an ice? Ice power one. It's 2 magnet spikes, a sword and shield, and a light bagger. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That really surprises me. You always have a sword and shield. Huh. Sony announced that upping the console prices again. Probably cost 900 USD. Don't buy them then. The prices will go down real sharpish if no one buys them. Sword and Shield is important in Road for being the only medic for everyone's DPS. I'm honestly surprised that anyone that plays Road to that degree of intensity has any time for anyone that doesn't know how to perfectly iframe every attack. To be honest. I think all the great Sony exclusives we'll be missing out on, like, and then nothing. I'm gonna say, is there even any real exclusives anymore? Like Bog Desert variant for Barrioff, yeah. Sand Barrioff. Sand Barrioff does a fun thing as well that is not seen basically ever in this frickin' franchise. He has removed element completely. He's just a raw damage attacker. He doesn't switch element or any of that shit. He's just no element at all. Doesn't even have an ailment. Trying to get the fucking arms broken so that I can actually do some damage to it. There we go. I'm not at the tail, unfortunately, but I'll go for the head. Okay, well, tusks are broken. The new Sony CEO is pulling back from releasing non-live service games to PC. Good for him, I guess. I don't think... I genuinely cannot think of a Sony franchise is Uncharted Sony's? Does Uncharted even exist anymore? I actually don't know. Yes and no. God of War? Isn't that game just a cutscene anyway, basically? With like long running segments in between? And then occasionally a boss fight? They're holding a third of the Souls franchise hostage? Please explain your math. And also not relevant to the new consoles anyway, right? 10 studios got rejected for doing remasters, yeah. I think that's, if I had to guess, a bit of obstinance from both sides, though. I think that's not just Sony. It's Sony saying they want it to be on their console, but I think it's also FromSoft saying no, we want it to be on all consoles. So they are holding it hostage for sure, but like they signed that deal initially, you know. I did not think he was gonna eat when he was injured. Put another trap down if one of you's got one, hopefully. Yeah, Eugene's got it. Good job. I did not think he was gonna come in here and eat. I thought he was just gonna fly himself at me. Did Thingy shut down? Can't remember. What were they called? The Blue Point? Who did the remasters for It was Blue Point. Did they shut down? Yes, they did. They did shut them down. That's a real shame. Why do I have whetstones in my gunner's pouch? Why can I even put whetstones in my gunner's pouch? Well, thank you very much, both of you, for the multiplayer. But it is time for another wheel spin right now. Put Mace's 4 challenge runs on here, because I apparently didn't do that. I think that's all Blue Point did, is the remasters. We sort 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is how many we've got. We spin. Back to Frontier. We are ping-ponging. Probably are gonna ping-pong back and forth between those two games all day. Statistically, at least. Monster Hunter Front. Tier G, update, bomb. Please start logging in so I can run to the loot. Ooh. Yes. I will be back just a second. It launched on the wrong monitor! Ah! I'll deal with that in a fucking second. This fucking thing. This fucking game. Why on earth does it launch on the monitor that you're clicked on, rather than the monitor that's your thing that you had the launcher open on? So weird. So weird. Regardless of what screen I'm clicked onto, the launcher always opens on my left screen. But the game launches into whatever monitor I'm clicked into after that point. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's the Mercury element because I was on that window. I didn't realize. Did I add your free use? I did indeed, Mace, yes. You're just blind. If I hadn't have added your free use, the wheel would have been 3 options long. So, the fact there was anything on there means I added them. You thought you only saw one? No, they were on there. Sambaraf's a cool sub. Sambaraf is a cool sub. He's well done. Frontier, yeah, back to Frontier again. No, no it does not. Incorrect. Bad Racker. They hated her because she spoke the truth. They hated her because she manipulated linguistic norms to send a specific message unintentional to what the original intent was. Fucking woman. There you are. What do I want to do? I don't know. Have you tried Zenith? I haven't killed before. Sure. That's gonna go very badly, but sure. Tigrex and Blangonga are both marked as potentially possible on my sheet. Let's do one of them, I suppose. I have to switch sets because I can't get enough ice resistant on that set still. How's the RP going? Last I checked, I needed like 90 still. I've not got that yet. Hi, buddy. What are you gonna pull, eh? Snowballs, apparently. Snowballs is what it's gonna pull. I can't tell if it's its face or its arms. It's its face. It's its arms that are the zenith part. Okay. It looks like its arms, but I was hitting his face and it was still counting, but I think it's just because his hitbox is so small. Because he's a bitty boy. Even though I have the ice resistance? You just have a separate attack that freezes? I don't think I've remarked these monsters since when I was trying them with just Zenith weaponry and not Zenith armor. I don't think I've ever gone through the list again with Zenith armor and tried them. I'm not sure though. Because unless this pulls out some crazy shit in the middle of its fight, I don't know why this was ever marked as I could potentially do this and not just something that I just straight up did, because this doesn't seem that bad. If I had no ice resistance, it would be terrible, but which is why I say that. No, Sans. You are probably never gonna see me fight a Z4. Good Z1. I have never killed a Z3. I probably never will kill a Z3. Or if you came using Sword and Shield too, then it wouldn't count because it wouldn't be a solo hunt. That's Blangonga? It is Blangonga, yeah. Zenith Blangonga. But what if you're my Palico? Then you wouldn't do any fucking damage, at which point I'm soloing it. We've looped back around. This isn't helpful. Flanker's very tame for Zeniths. Yeah, he is actually. The snowball does seem a bit bullshit. If he hits you at the right angle with the snowball, you basically just, like, die and lose. But what Zenith doesn't have something like that? At this point. A lot of people spread misinfo because of the ice breath. I don't really listen to stuff that gets said from people in regards to this game. Because it seems like most of the people who talk about this game have played it for 700,000 hours and are unable to see outside of their own perspective anymore. About how it's so easy to just go and kill a Muso or whatever, right? Is there a lore reason why Malinoi is naked in the first few seconds of the Hades 2 thing? I don't know if you're asking that question in the right place, Hedgie. Also kind of fucking wild, though. Simply kill the Muso that takes a month to learn how to fight for 5 minutes out of the 10 minutes you're allowed. Exactly. Just kill it. It's so easy. Also, you have to use a hyper-specific build, otherwise you stand no fucking chance in hell of ever killing it. She's naked but shown from the back up. So you can just see her bare back. Scandalous. Had a gacha cuts that require you to kill the same Muso for coins because you can die 99 times to learn even if you won't have any cup support and no gun lance. Just don't play Hammer is all I've learned. If the thing was correct, I have learned the other day that it is statistically impossible that anyone will ever legitimately kill Muso Elzelion with Hammer. Because you would require RNG that's literally so good. In terms of moves, that you essentially have to be cheating in order to be able to get that level of RNG. You just functionally cannot deal enough damage to it otherwise. So fuck Hammer Bros, I guess. Your weapon sucks, it can't do damage. Or something, I don't know. You can bring the tickets to that kind of like, yeah. Clearly doable because we did it. Yeah. I think Frontier is an interesting game. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of its community. Okay, the rainbows. Their reasoning 99% of the time. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about them. The only thing I ever remember, like my core interaction with people in this community was when there was like a post or something at some point that asked for feedback on a certain aspect of something. And I must have been feeling weird that day, because normally I just ignore shit like that, but for once in a blue moon, I gave feedback as someone who tries to play the game like as you would a normal Monster Hunter game, as such. As a casual player, not someone who's like meta slaving and using the Navi to just cheat through 99% of the content. And then I just got like told that I'm a fucking idiot by so many separate people. The devs themselves never responded unless they run like alt accounts or whatever, but playing it wrong, there's no point playing like that, just use the Navi. It's just fucking whatever, fine. This is the type of people that play this. That's why I don't really listen to anything anyone says. Anymore. Because they've lost the ability to see reason. Thunder is the best for old Tiggy here. Hey, VVB. How are you? God knows how many hours before you realize the sanctuary is just the other end of the Heaven Mountain camp. You've turned around. If I remember, Tiggy's a problem because he can bleed you. He's raw, that's good enough. I mean, if I'm dead on the floor, it doesn't matter if he's using element or not. Do you do this in this game? You can't crouch it out? What do you have to do here? Dude, special items, bleed cure? Oh my god. So just out fucking heal it with vampirism. Well, I'm sure I've been told that you need bleed cures for bleed in this game before, but it would have been so long ago, I don't remember. Haven't played it in like a year. Don't remember little details like that anymore. Oh, that damages you. Okay, like normal Tiggy. Cool. Thanks, Hope. Well, I'm dead. Okie dokie. He's very combo heavy here. Like, you do not have time to heal against him. You take another hit. Very, very combo heavy. That's doable, though. Seems doable to me. Okay. Tiggy went to the smithy. Yeah, got himself some nice blade arms. For some reason I've got Daimyo marked as red. Which seems strange. Did he leave, or did he just jump straight up? I think he just jumped straight up and he's out of the area. He didn't even fly anywhere. How did Blanco go? Completely fine. He's dead now. To be fair, unless you can take 50 bleed cure into a quest, I don't think they're gonna fucking help me anyway. The chip damage here is immense. This probably won't hit, but hopefully it will. It did hit! Sneaky little tail hit. Delightful. That insta-turn though. That insta-turn though. Oh, the second power, nice. That was such a long time, I thought I was only going to get one power from it. And I was perfectly happy with that. Does Zed Gravios count as 2? Oh, for the part break? You just break his chest twice, right? The same as it does normally for Gravios? It's 2 torsos, it's 1 part breaks twice. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's normal Gravios. Okay. That's probably why I had it marked as a question mark, whatever the fuck that is. I just dodged that and it still hit me. Hey, Frenchie, good to see you. Oh, does regular Reaper only have one wing, technically? Huh? I mean, I prefer that. The separate wing break thing is fucking annoying. I know the Zenith part was 1 break, but I didn't know regular Rico's was 1 as well. It makes sense if Ruko came out a little bit later into development, I suppose. Depends when Ruko came out. Because by the time of Thor U, it had already become relatively late standard that monsters had 1 wing break, I think. At least Gore has 1. I was about to ask if Frontier has a flagship monster, but it probably has a million. Because it probably has one flagship monster for every major update. This is an MMO. Flagship as Frontier as a whole is Espinas, which would make sense considering it's in mainline now as well. Well, arguably in mainline. There's a monster that looks the same, who is also called Espinas in mainline. It makes sense if that's how base Ruko Dioria is though as well, right? It'd be weird if base was one part break and then the Zenith one was suddenly 2 part breaks. It is just Ruko that's strange in general in that regard for sure. Compared to other things in this game, but also it's a Frontier monster, not a mainline. Although Torrid's a Frontier monster as well, so maybe Torrid's the weird one. I don't know, that is strange. I guess it makes more sense because Ruko's wings are kind of like one solid thing. It is one mass of flesh. Whereas Ruko and like Rapalos's wings are 2 separate protrusions, right? Same thing with Gore as well, who's only got 1 windbreak. It's one solid mass. Can we get out of the loading zone, please? Thank you. How that didn't count as a dodge, I have no idea. Hey. You're injured, mister. Was that extreme tail? Don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Yes. It's the rare one. Sounds about right. I get the rare stuff for the stuff I don't care about. It's typical. That is typical. Oh, so they gave you Naga's eyes there. I only just realized. They got Naga's little trail. Red trail. There we go. Well, that's 2 extras done. I don't remember doing that at all. I just saw Anaru Patisu in the list, and I was like, the shark thing? That was a Zenith monster? I do not remember that whatsoever. You remember me doing that, Anaru? Yeah, I marked it as green on Zenith 1 and blue on Zenith 2, so I even tried it in Zenith 2, seemingly. Do not remember that. I remember the story of your first Xeno. No. Honestly, I think it's a miracle I remember who I am right now. You asked too much of me. 4 gems is fucking dumb. That's crazy. That's a lot of gems. Jimp Saros. GSR 4 or more. GSR 1 or more, sorry. That'll be all. No. 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 Why do I even have that thing in my fucking ownership? Okay, I didn't get remembered anyway, so it was fine. Okay. The usual experience of Xeno is a gem fiesta, you gotta be honest. Especially always the first one, really. Christ. I apologize for the yawns. I don't think I had to do them hardcore. Fucking hell, man. Ugh. I do not feel like I have been as lucky with Xeno in that one. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter because I never really want any of his equipment anyway. I do remember on one of the speedruns I carved 3 gems. Although I don't think it was a very good time. they were showing for you the other day, yeah. But you gotta build the Vangus coil, the Vangus coil, the Vangus coil. It's a lot easier than a Zeta. A lot easier than a Zeta. Also just realized that Mace has made my segmenting of the VODs this weekend a fucking disaster. The little shit. God damn it. Always Mace. Mace or Raka? Raka makes the VODs a disaster to segment as well. I just remembered that you put the 4U challenges in there and I have to separate segment them. Or the 3U challenges, sorry. Excuse me? You put the challenges, the 3U challenges into the Monster Hunter pool. And they have to be separately VODed out. And I just remembered that you did it. And that I have to deal with separate segmenting things. Because it's getting to the point where I'm going to do another roll, and if it rolls it, I have to make it into... I mean, I've already got to make it into 2 VODs anyway, but 3 VODs instead of 2. For the first half of today. But because they're guaranteed to all be rolled, and at least at the current moment in time, with the numbers that there is left, they're guaranteed to all be rolled. And they can't be 2 in a row. It is likely going to be lots of segments of things. Second of the night person. Just light straight. I don't know if you even have to scroll up for that one. It is a fun challenge run though. I have been really enjoying it. It is a fun run. Poison aura, yep. Feels good to be the Zeta for a change. It does feel like it, right? Considering this is still G-Rank, even though it is just an early G monster, the difference in strength is absurd. Monoboss. Hardcore monoboss. Killed plenty of those. Way back when. Don't know if I remember any of them. But I've definitely killed a lot of them. 6 minutes to the wheel, yep. Well, 5 now, but... Although I killed more white mono, I feel like, than... the normal mono. Shakalaka behind me. Screaming in pain, or whatever that's meant to be. It's war cry. It sounds like it's in pain. Hello, Mono. You are still in here. Turn around. No! Turn around, you piece of shit! God damn it. Oh, okay. Yep, you fucker. They had to spawn me about as far away as I could be, didn't they? Always one of us. Hi. I really wish this game wasn't such a just horrendous proposition to replay. Because there's so much good music in this game that you just never get to hear. And it would be nice to like replay to hear it, but this game is unreplayable. You realize the Zinni Ice Fire Abominations music? Elzelion. Elzelion was a hell of a fight, man. My hair's not in my eyes and I don't even have the thing in. I got the fucking hardcore card. For fuck's sake. And now off to 3U. It is very likely, yes. I believe there is a 1 in 5 that it is not 3U. Unless people fuck with redeems right now. Paranoku would be my next mission. Okie dokie. Let us go to the wheel.